This is a Baytown Media live stream sports presentation. St. John's Caps Minor Hockey Under 11A All-Stars would like to thank the following sponsor: Volkswagen St. John's, Steers Insurance, and New Ground Construction. JW Consulting, Source Energy Atlantic, and RJK Auto Repair. Thank you all for your support of Caps Minor Hockey.
Christmas Chronicles Part 2.
Home Alone 2. Home Alone 1. Home Alone. The red one.
Home Alone 2.
Home Alone. The Grinch. Probably Home Alone. Home Alone. Home Alone. Home Alone. My favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone.
Die Hard.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
Welcome, Caps Nation. Make some noise as we introduce your U11A St. John's Caps All-Stars. Between the pipes, number 1, Noah O'Brien, and number 31, Simon Russell. On the blue line, number 12, Drew Pike. Number 8, Josh Cheater. Number 4, William Lewis. Number 18, Ben Tizard. Number 3, Henry Nash. And number 2, Vincent O'Reilly Hillier. Up front, number 17, Charlie Martin. Number 9, Ryan Walsh. Number 11, Peyton Pike. Number 10, Max Barnes. Number 14, George Winter. Number 7, Henry White. Number 19, Aiden Brown. Number 15, James Cheater. And number 5, Nate Wilson. Head coach, Steve Barnes. Assistant coaches, Jeremy Cheater, Ryan Brown, Matthew Lewis, and Aaron Walsh. Your U11A St. John's Caps All-Stars. Go Caps!
Good evening and welcome to Caps Minor Hockey live stream presentation by Baytown Media live at CBS Arena in CBS for the regular season matchup between the St. John's Caps and the CBS Renegades. We're going to have a look at the updated standings as they sit today. So right now, Caps on top, 26 points. Mount Pearl right behind with 20 points. Pacers 17 points. Eagles 11 points. Renegades with 11 points. And the Warriors with 7 points. Big weekend for the Caps this weekend out in Bishop Falls at the AAA Pilot. 5 games out there, undefeated in the 5 games for the Caps, with only 6 goals against the entire weekend. Great showing by the under 11A St. John's Caps team. And both teams now to the benches and just about ready to go here. Noah O'Brien will get the start and goal for the Caps. Max a day for the Renegades. And there's the whistle, and we're just about ready for face-off. One lineup change tonight. George Winter out of the lineup due to illness. J.R. McGraw called up for this one. So again, let's hope that George is feeling better soon and back on the ice. And there's the face-off. Caps dump it deep, right down to the stick of a day. Caps hard in the corner on it. Last time these two teams met in CBS, it was a 4-4 draw. The Renegades now get it up the center. Murphy in over the line. Murphy, backhander cross. Off the outside the post. And covered up there as the net comes loose. Great chance for the Renegades right off the bat. Face off now coming to the right hand side of O'Brien. Puck off the boards, kept in by the Renegades. Dumped deep. Murphy chasing after it. Nice puck up to Walsh, cutting up through the center. Walsh still got it. Sharp angle, tried to get it across. Lewis in, Lewis down in the corner. Cheater, great back check there. Peyton Pike now picks it up on the far boards. Peyton Pike cuts in. Pike, backhanders forehand, scores! The captain, number 11, Peyton Pike, with the opener. Just over a minute in, and the Caps will take the early 1-0 lead. Great move there by Pike. Puck now just in over the Renegades blue line. Pike with it. And that's blocked. Martin now White, and that's offsides at the line. And we'll have a face-off just outside. Up now to Martin, in over the blue line. Martin, long shot in, and that's just past the glove of a day. Martin in the corner, so is White. Back to the point to Cheater. Cheater gets it in front. Knocked out of harm's way. Brown now with it in the corner. Brown with a couple of great goals the past weekend in Bishop Falls. Puck now out to the line, and Drew Pike will dump it right back in. Just over the stick of Brown. Renegades trying to clear off the boards. And Renegades now back to the line. And the Renegades will just dump it. Pike will get it in his own zone behind the net. And he's being watched. And the Renegades now take it in off the point. Finn Murphy. And he's stopped up by Drew Pike. Gets it up to the line. Kept in by Winter from the Renegades. O'Reilly Hillier behind the goal, backhander. And that's cut off by the Renegades in front. Drew Pike with a poke check, a long shot, big glove save there by O'Brien. In and out of the glove. Caps trying to get it out of the zone. Brown up the middle, but Winter gets it there. Murphy coming back. O'Reilly Hillier stops it up. Pike poke checks it again out to the blue line. O'Reilly Hillier behind the net. Drew Pike in a corner, trying to get off for a change. Gets it up the boards. And Renegades control now at center ice. Here's Hayter. Hayter in, line shot. And that's just past the glove of O'Brien. Puck up to the middle. That's taken away by Buck. And here goes McGraw. And Buck will dump it down right to the glove of O'Brien. O'Brien will quickly get rid of it. Long shot. That deflects just wide. Tizzard in after it behind the play. Puck still in behind the goal of Raleigh Hillier. Gets it up the boards. Puck down again. Murphy's in front all alone. Can't get the shot away. And here's Burns now. Burns trying to get it for Pike, but Renegades now got it at center, in over the blue line. Murphy by himself. Line shot off the toe of O'Brien. Kept in at the line. Another shot behind the net. Raleigh Hillier up the boards. Peyton Pike will drag it up the boards. Walsh taking chase after it. Hoskins with it behind the goal. And we'll whip around the boards. Lewis keeps it in at the line. And out come the Renegades, 2-on-1. Nice lead pass there, just off the stick of Byrne. And he was almost in alone. Back to the point, Taylor with a shot, and that deflects. And Nash putting some pressure on the forwards. Back over the line. A foot race there, and Renegades win it. Byrne will pick it up now in his own zone. Nash misfires, keeps it in. Great second effort there by Nash. Brown around the back of the net. Cheater, whoa, in off the bench, and he lays a solid hit there. White with a move, tries to get it to Brown. Martin picks it up. Martin, backhander, forehand, and covered up by Maxaday in the crease and held on for a face-off. And we've got a crowd in front of the net. And they'll all disperse. 1-0 St. John's Caps under 11A All-Star Hockey live from CBS. Martin to take the face off for the Caps. Puck back to the point. Cheater over his stick. Caps need to get out. And now they do. Brown has it again. Brown spins out. In off the wing. Caps around the back of the goal. Trying to get it out are the Renegades. And that's just kept in at the line by Martin. Martin hustling after it. Hit into the corners. Renegades off the boards. Just over a Raleigh Hillier stick, but Martin back. And it looks like we've got a hooking call. And Raleigh Hillier going to the box, so the Renegades will get their first power play. 3:14 left in the first period. Puck back to the point. Kept in by Taggart. Dumped deep. Nash in to get it. Nash around the boards. And Smart picks it up at the blue line, keeps it in. In from Murphy. Tizzard after it now. Tizzard. Two men all over him. Tizzard keeping the puck pinned on the boards. Now it's out in front. Oh, just missed the post. Backhander. Oh, and that was just wide as well. Great chance there for the Renegades on the power play. Caps keeping it in the corner, back to the point. Long shot. Oh, and that was tipped in front, tipped again. Can't get the shot away. Couple great opportunities there for the Renegades. Caps will get it down ice. Renegades coming close there. Kept in on the boards in front of the Renegades bench. Renegades get it up the center. And Peyton Pike back now. And he'll dump it down the ice. 45 seconds left in the power play. 1:56 left in the first. Taylor now will pick it up behind his own goal. Now it's up to Byrne. Taken there by Pike, and Pike will dump it in the far corner. Killing some more time off the penalty. And puck all the way down the ice. No icing as icing is waved off. Pike off the boards and just kept in. Nice save there by O'Brien. Wilson has it now. Tries to get it out. Stopped up at the line. Wilson got it again. Wilson now will dump it. And that will do it as O'Reilly Hillier is out of the box. So good kill there for the Caps, but a couple great chances for the Renegades as well. Byrne spins in his own zone. Gets it back down, Nash, and he'll dump it deep. 56 seconds left in the first. Still 1-0 St. John's Caps, and a goal by Peyton Pike. Just a little over a minute in. Puck on the boards, wrapped around by Nash. CBR. Getting it up the center. Nash chasing after it. Gets it up to Walsh. Walsh cross-ice past the Cheater. Cheater off to Martin. And Martin, oh, he was almost gone. Nash will get the puck and dump it. Martin can't touch it. Nice pressure there by Brown to take that puck away. Trying to get it in front off the side of the goal. And Renegades will get it up the boards. Finn Murphy. Back to the point. O'Reilly Hillier with a shot. And that bounces in front. Oh, and there's a buzzer as Walsh was cutting to the net. Henry White. And almost a chance there. We'll be back in just a second. 1-0 at the end of one. And we're going to have a look at some highlights from the Bishop Falls AAA pilot. Back to the point, the Pike with a slapper. Scores! O'Brien with the kick save! Here comes Joy with a shot. Glove by O'Brien. 2-1 the final. And we're back live now as the intermission was short. And we'll try to show the rest of it during the second intermission. Puck taken away now by White. White. Nice pass across. Shot scores! Aiden Brown. And Aiden Brown will make it 2-0 St. John's Caps. Early here in the second. And the Caps now out to a quick 2-0 lead early in the second. Renegades get it down nice. Rose taking chase after it. Lewis picks it up. Lewis behind his own net. Lewis gets it up the boards to Brown. Brown pokes it up the boards. Nice pass across the Burns. Lewis in over the line. Brown chasing after it. Brown gets it. Brown cuts in. Sharp angle shot, and that's kicked aside by Max Aday. Rose now takes it up the center. Dumps it in. Nash in behind the goal. But Murphy takes control, spins away from Nash. Murphy again. Out in front of Buck. Buck with a shot, and that just missed the far side. Over the blocker of O'Brien. Peyton Pike now takes the puck and circles around the back of his net. Peyton Pike with the first goal early in the first. Up comes Wilson now. Wilson cuts out wide, and he's knocked down. Back to his feet, around the boards, kept in by Drew Pike. Touched it to Peyton Pike. Puck in the corner. Caps chasing after it. Puck caught up in the back of the net. Barnes trying to get it out in front. Wilson now in the corner. Peyton Pike now with it. Peyton Pike shoots. Scores! Top corner for Peyton Pike. Second of the game for Peyton Pike. Beauty shot. And the Caps now with a 3-0 lead. Walsh now got the puck in over center. Try to get it up to Cheater. Back again. Byrne will dump it to lend the ice. Pike back to get it. Being chased down there. Pike gets it. Can't get it up the boards. And Walsh will take it now. Walsh, saucer pass up to Martin. And the Renegades take control. Martin cutting in off the wing. Martin got Cheater in front. High shot, and that's blockered away by Aday. And the Renegades back on the counter. Canes. Long shot, and that's gloved by O'Brien and held on. Both goaltenders in Bishop Falls this weekend were absolutely spectacular. If you have a look at Noah O'Brien there in goal, snagged that one. Simon Russell as well. Both guys fantastic. Puck in the slot. Can't get the shot away. Rose in the corner chasing after it with Tizzard. Puck around the back of the net. Renegades trying to get it in front. Backhander! And that's blocked away by O'Brien. Barnes gets it up to White. White nicely pass to Brown. Brown with a move at the blue line. And now great back checking there by Murphy. And a collision in the corner. As Brown and Murphy collided. Rose up the boards. Taken down by Tizzard. And there's going to be a call there. As Tizzard will go to the box for the hook. And the Renegades will get their second power play. Good looking first power play. A couple of great chances. Face out back to the line. Taylor shoots it and just wide. Hayter picks it up on the far boards. Hayter with a shot that's tipped in front by Rose, wide, and Lewis. Lewis now will send it all the way down the ice. And great job there by Lewis to get rid of that puck. Peyton Pike will pick it up. He'll spin in the corner, killing some more time off the clock. Pike around the back of the boards. And he'll pass it in front to Wilson. Wilson will dump it in the corner. And now the Renegades will pick it up. Rose. Long lead pass for Murphy over his stick. Nash will chase it down, and that's going to be an icing call. Face off going to come all the way back down to the Renegades end. 5:43 left in the second. 3-0 St. John's Caps. Leading here. Live from CBS under 11A All-Star Hockey. Face off won by the Renegades off the boards. Drew Pike back to get it in his own zone. Circle back in the net, and he'll get it out to the blue line. McGraw keeps it out. Puck in now to the Caps end, and Cheater off the glass. And Martin picks it up now at center. Martin cuts in. Martin wide. Nice pass. Oh, off the goalpost. What a chance there for McGraw. And now the Renegades turn it back down ice. Murphy cuts out wide. And off the outside of the goal. Cheater, Josh Cheater, will saucer that puck all the way down the ice. Right to a day, who will stop it for his defenseman, Colburn. McGraw almost cut that pass off. Great penalty killing by the Caps. Great shorthanded effort there, almost tucked in by McGraw, but he hit the post. Canes now over the blue line. Canes cuts in. Backhander. Oh, what a save by O'Brien again. And the puck through the crease. Walsh picks it up on the far boards. Nice lead pass to Cheater. Cheater in. Cheater all alone, haul down. And we're going to have a penalty call. Is it a penalty or a penalty shot? That's going to be a hooking. No penalty shot. 2 minutes. And goaltender's changing up now as Russell will come in for the Caps. And Caps now going to the power play. Face off now in the Renegades end. Puck rink wide. And the Renegades will pick it up off the boards. And Hoskins in a foot race now with a Raleigh Hillier. And Hoskins picks it up in the corner. Knocked down. Burns. Long lead past the Cheater, and Cheater is going to be all alone. Shot scores! James Cheater. Top corner over Pretty, who just comes in for Max a day. And the Caps now take a 4-0 lead with 3:40 left. Power play goal in the second period. Live from CBS, Caps out to a 4-0 lead with 3:40 left in the second. Puck back to the Caps blue line. White in over the line. He gets bumped from behind. White still going. Can't get the shot away. Back to the slot. Shot scores! Goal there by Aiden Brown, who gets his second. High shot. Most of the Caps shots here this evening have been just under the bar. Face off won by the Renegades and dumped down. Ben Tizert will pick it up there. Tizert goes behind the goal, swings back around. Tizert had a beautiful goal coming in off the point this weekend. Finn Murphy cuts to the net. Can't get the shot away up the boards. Caps get the puck out over the line. McCarthy will dump it deep. Nash will chase after it. Peyton Pike now, number 11, behind the goal. White leaves it for Pike. Pike up the boards. Tries to get the puck across, and that's broken up in front. Cap still in there. Shot. Oh, Brown. Shot in. Oh, what a save by Pretty there as he come across and stone Charlie Martin. Peyton Pike behind the goal. Looking for somebody in front. Back to Martin. Martin in front. And that's blocked away. Cheater has it at the point. Josh Cheater into the corner. Charlie Martin in, picks it up. He gets it in behind the goal. Wilson off the glass. And the Renegades will get it up ice. Stopped there by Pike. Wilson picks it up. Wilson pinballs his way through the blue line. Puck in the corner. Renegades desperately trying to get it out. Pike keeps it in at the line. Martin cuts in. Martin shot. And that's just wide. Wilson in for the rebound. Caps keeping the pressure on in the corner. Pike now picks it up at center and will backhand it up to Wilson. Wilson in over the blue line and just saucers it in on goal, and that's covered up by Pretty, the Renegades goaltender, and we'll get a face-off inside the Renegades blue line. 5-0 St. John's Caps at 1:09 left in the second period. Caps' next game this week will be Thursday night, live from Capital Mitsubishi Center in St. John's as you take on the Mount Pearl Blades. Blades and Caps had a great game in Bishop Falls this past weekend, 2-1 for the Caps. Back and forth game. Shot goes behind the goal. James Cheater back to pick it up, and he'll wrap it around the boards. Barnes will pick it up behind, tries to get it out in front of Walsh, but that pass is cut off, and the Renegades are out of the zone. Hoskins now up the center. Hoskins got some open ice. Shot, and that just missed the far post. Pass Simon Russell. Hoskins behind the goal, centers it. Caps now, O'Reilly Hillier gets it up and out, and James Cheater picks it up now, coming in off the blue line. 3-man back for the Renegades. He'll stop up. Cheater looking for Walsh coming in the zone. Canes will get it up the center, and now Hoskins could have a break here. Only has Lewis to beat. Lewis ties him up. Great defensive work there by Lewis, and that will do it for the second period. 5-0 at the end of 2. And we'll be back in just a second. Back to the point to Pike. Pike with a slapper. Scores! O'Brien with the kick save! Here comes Floyd. Floyd with a shot. Glove by O'Brien. 2-1 the final. Wilson. Caps take a 1-0 lead. That's in by the Kings. Shot tipped. Great chance there. Puck sitting in the crease, and Russell didn't test it early. Walsh, line shot in, and that's blocked her down. Puck in front, score! And we're back live now for the third period. St. John's Caps Renegades under 11A All-Star Hockey live from CBS Arena in CBS. Caps lead this one 5-0. Puck dumped into the Renegades end. White, Peyton Pike. Puck behind the goal. Brown. Inner causing some havoc. The puck around the board to Rose. Rose can't get it out of the zone. Rose again digging against Peyton Pike. And now Murphy out of the zone. And he'll dump it in deep. Caps back to get it. Great play there by Brown. Brown again. Brown up the boards. Great play there to White. White up to Peyton Pike, who has two already. And he'll just dump it all the way down the ice. Martin into pressure. Drew Pike with it. And he'll dump it in on goal. Puck was just sitting in the crease, but now the Renegades get rid of it. Back up. Pike chops at it, but Buck gets it in. Martin picks it up in his own zone. Martin, nice lead pass up to Wilson. Cuts in front. Oh, what a save there by Pretty off of Wilson. Back to Pike on the blue line. And he just over his stick, and he'll just dump it in the goal off the side of the net. McCarthy will pick it up for the Renegades. Gets it up to Murphy. Murphy cross ice off Martin's glove. And Wilson picks it up. Wilson will dump it deep. Caps will make a change. McCarthy up to Murphy. And Renegades will just dump it down to the Caps in. Icing waved off. Lewis picks it up now. Comes around the back of the net. And he's winding up here. Nice pass up to Walsh. Walsh cutting in over the blue line. Walsh hit into the boards. And that's going to be a penalty coming up to the Renegades. So the Caps will go back to the box. And Winter will go to the box. Looks like a body contact penalty. And Caps player still down in the corner. .7:22 left in the third period. 5-0 St. John's Caps. And Caps player back to his feet, getting some help to the bench. And face-off going to come down to the Renegades end. Conversation now. The referees and assistant captain Lewis looking for some clarification on that penalty. Not on the board yet. Looks like 5 in a game for Winter. Body contact. So 7:22 left in the third. Looks like the Caps will get a 5-minute power play. And it is 5 minutes now up on the board. Puck back to the point. O'Reilly Hillier with a shot, and that's blocked. And dumped down the ice. Lewis will take chase after it. Russell leaves it there for Lewis. Lewis now breaking out. Up to the blue line. Lewis cuts out wide. Lewis around the back of the net. Looking for a man in front. Back to Hillier. Hillier with a shot. Deflects. Oh, and that was just wide. Caps pick it up again in the corner. Lewis back out to O'Reilly Hillier coming in off the point. Shot in front, tipped, scores! Power play goal for the Caps. Looks like James Cheater with the goal. And the Caps now take a 6-0 lead. Still time on the power play. Puck back to Nash, who gets it up to Brown. Brown up to Peyton Pike in front. Nash. Nash with a shot in. Oh, and that deflected just wide. Puck in behind the Renegades net. Just kept in at the line by Tizert. Great effort there by Tizert. But the Renegades will get it length of the ice. Murphy steals it from behind the net. Chance here for the Renegades. Rose now. Rose spins. Murphy with a shot off the back of the head of Tizert. Puck in front. Murphy. Nice backhand pass to Rose. Renegades killing some time here. And we've got a penalty coming up. Looks like a tripping call. Tizert will go to the box. So 3:22 left in the Caps power play. Drew Pike falls behind the goal. Josh Cheater chasing after it. Drew Pike now gets it behind the goal. Spins, fires, back around the other way. Martin will pick it up. Martin, nice pass up. Martin will pick it up again, coming in over the blue line. He'll stop up, gets it back to Drew Pike with a shot. Oh, and that was poke check there. Cheater can't get the shot away. And Rose cuts back. Drew Pike back. And he'll push Rose off the puck. Cheater up to Martin. Martin dumps it in. Wilson picks it up now. Wilson all alone behind the goal. Wilson stick handling. Gets it in front to Walsh. Walsh misfires as he's back on the ice after that hit. Seems to be okay. Oh, and we've got a hit on the boards in front of the Caps bench. No call. Barnes up over the blue line. Cuts it wide. Barnes circles the net. Looking for the open man. Walsh shoots. Deflects. Left in the crease, so Raleigh Hillier off the point. He'll shoot it in just wide. Barnes behind the goal. He'll spin back out around. Get it in front. And the Renegades gonna get it out over the line. Get it back to center. Raleigh Hillier now picks it up. Cuts in over the blue line. And shot up high. And the Renegades now back. Could be a 2-on-1 developing here. Shot high over the glass. McCarthy back to pick it up for the Renegades. 3:36 left. Renegades all alone, but Nash off the bench. McGraw gets it up to Pike. Pike got Cheater. Cheater in. James Cheater. Oh, just on the line. McGraw couldn't put it in as the rebound just sat in the crease. Josh Cheater in off the blue line. He'll keep it in. Gets it to James Cheater. Back to Peyton Pike now behind the goal. Peyton Pike spins out around. Out in front of McGraw. Now it's back to Nash on the point. Nash walks in, shoots. Rebound, scores! And Peyton Pike will put it in for his third. Caps now with a 7-0 lead, so after the past weekend, team seems to be rolling. Martin to take the face off for the Caps. Renegades up the boards. Nash back to pick it up in his own zone. Nice lead pass to Martin. Martin in over the line, shot, and that's blockered aside by Pretty. Brown in the corner, out in front. Martin got it again. Martin off the back of the net. White with a shot, and that's blocked. Martin back to the point. Cheater over to Nash. Nash gets it in. Brown has it. And stripped of the puck. And out come the Renegades back now. Murphy out of the box. Renegades get it around the net. 2 minutes left in the third. Cheater pins his man against the boards. But Martin will pick it up now and come around the back of the net. Get it up to Brown. Brown got White. Brown cuts in behind the goal. Brown still with it. Tries to stuff it in short side. And we got some traffic in front. Refs will break that one up. And face off to come inside the line. Puck back to the blue line. Renegades will dump it in and knocked aside by Russell. Pike with a hit in the corner. Renegades trying to come out with it. And it's going to be a tripping call to Pike. And the Renegades now will go into power play with 1:13 left. Face-off going to come down in the Caps end. And the Renegades will go to the power play. Face off back to the point. Colburn with a shot off the stick of Murphy. Tizert trying to get it out. Walsh has it now. Walsh will dump it all the way down the ice. 56 seconds left in the third period. Under 11A All-Star Hockey live from CBS. The Renegades and the Caps. Peyton Pike now takes that puck at center. Pike having a monster game here. 3 goals. Raleigh Hillier off the point. And that's just wide of the goal. Murphy will pick it up on the far boards. Tizert back to get it. Tizert up the boards to Pike. Pike just out over the line. 17 seconds left in the third. Caps with a 7-0 lead. Caps' next game will be Thursday night versus the Mount Pearl Blades live at Capital Mitsubishi Center, St. John's. McGraw to take this face off. McGraw called up in place of Winter, who's out ill. So hopefully George is feeling better this week. And a battle over on the far boards as the time clicks down. And there's the buzzer. Make the final. Caps 7, Renegades 0. Shutout for Simon Russell and Noah O'Brien. Thank you all for joining us here this evening. Live stream presentation by Baytown Media of Caps Minor Hockey. And we'll see you again Thursday evening as the Caps take on the Blades.
This is a Baytown Media live stream sports presentation.